From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Good. 180. 57. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. I got it.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. The 20. And all the way down to the 5. They give him a gain of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that?
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A run with Chubb on first down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Good. 180. Too little. Cut.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Mayfield looks to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Herbert going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati, and even 60 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Ready? 60 or 54 Mike. I got it. Good down.
On second down, here's Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm scared. Hey, Charlie.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Kill.
From the gun, Herbert. He completes it to Boyd. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Play fake. Mayfield. It's caught by Aguilar. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn to either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That escapes the sack.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Ross on the return. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They toss to Mixon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd and 2, Herbert. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 6-6. Go.
On the run, it's Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 21.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Go, go, go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. His 4th touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm coming. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hurry, my touch.
Throwing, Mayfield. And the catch good, it's Eifert. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert airing one out for Boyd. That's caught at the 25. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The tackle by Eric Armstead. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
No, regular.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Second and 8 at the Browns' 48-yard line.
On second down, Bernard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. From the gun, Herbert. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Go.
Back to Mixon on first down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the I. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Bernard. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go.
Now Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Now they run with Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mixon. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Flushed out right. Got his man. It's Eifert. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Hey, alert 33.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Completes it to Aguilar. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Down to lose 1.
And again, it's Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
90 Wolf. Get your swerve on. 5.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.